aside from Task Force game, we have got Armour platform. So we're not doing a dev report, we're not doing an update for once. We are doing a roadmap. So this is nice. So updates and things like that have quieted down. They're doing major updates every 2 weeks rather than minor updates every week. So that's pretty good. We're going to get some stuff. And now they're happy to share the roadmap for the future of Arma Reforger. This is big news. We're going to dive in now to the website. Let's just have a look at how much we've got to go through. All right. It's nicely laid out for us. We're not going to... Stop peeking. We'll look at it in a minute. All right. Let's go. So, roadmap featured Arma Reforger. Exciting stuff. As you all know, Arma Reforger is a foundation for Arma 4. This is the bridge that connects Arma 3 to Arma 4. This is the new engine. It's going to be really good. And Arma Reforger, I mean, you got conflict mode and things like that. But mainly, all the modders are absolutely just hammering the mods right now, getting them out, getting the zombies done for Daisy, getting the other stuff done for Arma Life, yeah, shops, you know, things like that. And it's looking good. So let's see what the roadmap is from these actual guys, from the actual developers. So the beginning of a multiple year journey. The beginnings of all such complex projects are extremely difficult and might be frustrating for some time before it becomes solid and robust enough to support all the features in the future. We want to make sure Arma Reforger is the same game we all like to play, a platform you enjoy, enriching with your creations and tools you want to use. We can ensure that your users are working hard, continuously improving, fixing, and even refactoring critical features. Our team is making the game and tools better and better every day. Besides the upcoming major 0.96 update, which we'll aim to release later this year, we're excited to announce we're making progress on our first significant milestone update, ground support in Q4. In this update, you can look forward to significantly reduced multiplayer issues and several new features in new gameplay mode and many assets, not to mention a new 4x4 kilometer terrain, Arland. Right, so a new terrain. It doesn't say a new map. It says a new terrain. So this is giving a new area for people to work with. I'm guessing the modders and things like that. So you can put buildings, armies, vehicles, anything you want on it, which is pretty cool. So they said the major update there as well. This is pretty good. Multiplayer issues, a lot of server issues. Xbox have had issues as well. But for the first time, Arma is on Xbox. And they have crossplay coming soon, they said. So that's going to be wicked. And Xbox is going to be able to use Arma Reforger's PC mods and servers as well, so you can play the 200 player server, well, that stuff. Don't know how it's going to handle, but that's what we're testing it for. While we work towards releasing a large set of new content, we also decided to share our roadmap for the future of Arma Reforger development with you. Below you'll find detailed information on some of the main upcoming assets and features that await you in the future. Development of the game of this complexity is a long and ongoing process. The Arma community is one of the strongest. This is very true. and so we would like to personally thank you for all the patience and support through this process with the release of the game's 1.0 update next year. That's pretty cool, right? So the support of Arma Reforged definitely doesn't end there, and it won't end until the release of Arma 4. What's Arma 3? I've got a few thousand hours on that now. 2013 was Arma 3, and it's still going strong today. So, but that's the story of the future. Let's fix what we have now first. So a little tease, a little excite. The game's 1.0 release. We've got a new terrain called Arland. That's pretty cool. So lastly, as mentioned in our latest dev report, we're planning to transition from weekly to bi-weekly game updates. Yep. This will ensure that entry version of Arma Reforger is being thoroughly tested as we focus deeply on fixing and bettering your experience. This will also be done in conjunction with our plans to release a release candidate build available for you to try before updating the main game branch, but more details on that later. Inevitably, such a complex task requires a lot of time and effort to ensure the achievement of the best results we can. We decide to release updates every other week. So every 2 weeks we've got updates coming. Stay tuned, like, subscribe, all that, because we do the updates, we do the dev reports. We've covered them all since day one. We've been on top of this game since then. So there you go. Thank you again. Stay tuned as we continue to Arma 4. So, Arma Reforger roadmap. In each of the 3 milestones, you'll notice 2 sections, features and assets. Both will guide you through the new attributes and plan for release in the correspondent milestone. The feature consists of new elements for the gameplay, such as enabling players to take on an HQ role, a headquarters role, or the ability to give basic commands to the whole group of AIs. Assets encompass new additions to the game, more weapons, vehicles, props, and more. Milestone updates will be specified with each released update. Never done so much reading since school, man. Reforger will be supported after 1.0. First milestone, ground support. Second, air assault. Third milestone, final strike. First milestone, ground support. So here, if we have a little look on here, guys. God damn. So we've got Ireland there. That's what it said. 4x4 kilometers, summer, Baltic Island. We've got gear and weapons, assault rifle. They got the SA-58, you might know it as. It's a FAL sort of weapon, 7.62x51, pretty good. Anti-tank mines, American rifle optic, the Colt 4x20 optic. Props, medical assets, ambulance, Soviet US, wildlife prototype, birds, animals, wildlife prototypes. That's pretty cool. So they're going to put birds into the game, give it a bit more of a scenic thing. That's pretty cool. Vehicles, it says there, it's a Soviet ambulance. That's pretty cool. Do you remember the Vodnik, the armored Vodnik? That's pretty. I wonder if we're going to put that in. AI vehicle driving. AI is able to drive all ground vehicles present in the game on road ability. Weapon deployment, stabilization of the weapons while deployed in prone. Interactive bipods on weapons, open and close. You'll be able to switch in and out your bipods there and put them on like windowsills or lay down on sandbags and things like that. That's pretty sick. Commanding, basic commands, move, search and destroy. AI units can unjoin the group dynamically. Health system enhancement, medical items, multiple hit zones, self-bandaging, better ragdolls. Dynamically generated scenario. Scenario will playable solo or in co-op. That's pretty good. Different on each try, multiple randoms, objective locations, detailed compositions for the objective. Game master updates. Conflict update, so this is important. Freeform building, partial services and fortifications can be built anywhere near the supply source. Alright, so you can just pop up stuff. That's pretty cool. Advanced building interface, base seizing overhaul. Capture bases with the dominancy feature. In order to win the battle, the faction must seize and hold several strategic points. Semi-randomized starting points. HQ, supply management. Up here we've got mines, exploding vehicles, including the BTR. Mines will explode if a vehicle drives over them after 30 seconds or more since user action activation. So you can set it off to drive over and boom, or you can set a 30-second timer. Tweaks to destructibles. System allows more props to be destructible. The map, the protractor tool in map, and I've got service there and a conflict update if anyone wants to read that sort of stuff. So there you go. Feel free to pause and have a read for that yourself. I know I'm just flying through it at the minute. This is the text version as well. The link for this is going to be in the bottom of the video, so if you want to have a look yourself, I'll put it there. Second milestone, air assault. This sounds pretty cool. Gears and weapons, heavy machine guns, flares, handheld pistol, ballistic protection. You got M1 helmet, you got the M69 flak vest, you got the PAS GT vest, the 6B2 vest, the 6B3 vest, flight suits, optics, Soviet rifle optics, the 1P29. It's got this horrible glow in the dark green arrow on it, I think, if it's that one, and it is pretty disgusting. Soviet sights are pretty disgusting. Soviet launcher optic, PGO 7v3, bayonets, suppressors is a nice touch. It's going to be good to have some suppressors in there. So we're going to get some weapon mods. At the minute you just get blank AKs, RPKs, PKMs, and the same on the other side. You get like M16, so you're stuck with a 3-round burst there, so on the American side. So it'd be good to have some good weapons on there. So the UH-1H transport vehicle there, the MIL MI-AMT transport, and the S1203 minibus as well. So the UH-1H is like a Huey sort of transport chopper there. So you'll be able to get their choppers down to missions and dropped off. That's going to be awesome. Revive unconscious state character, ability to revive the character. You got ballistic protection. Vests provided ballistic protection against bullets and shrapnel. Helmets providing as well, and new vests. So wearing the actual vest, all the helmets are going to help you actually from shrapnel and bullet stuff. So that's pretty good. World interaction, electricity. Full electricity network on the island. Building transformers and lamps connected to the sources, possibly to interrupt and repair the electricity distribution. So we're going to have like transformers and things in the ground, and hopefully if you ram it with a vehicle, shoot it, destroy it, whatever you want, go and hit it with a spanner, it's going to shut down the power to that area, which is going to help on night assaults, things like that, which is pretty sweet. Save slots, we've got helicopters, standard helicopter flight model, 2 transport helicopter assets, mounted machine guns on board, controllable by players, pilot gear, got all these suppressors, you got melee there. Melee can be used all different weapons in the game. Game master update, facing artillery strikes, smoke shells, other effects. They got a fuel system update there, possibility to refuel vehicles, fuel nozzles. Conflict update, the source of the supplies will be located mainly in the FOA warehouses, causing that both factions will need to fight for these resources. So they're going to put like the supplies in the middle somewhere and in between A and B, and you're going to have to fight the enemy force to get them. That's pretty sick. Moving on to the third milestone, Final Strike. Don't know what this is. Oh, there you go, artillery, that sort of stuff. So we got the M252 mortars, 2B14 mortars. We've got tanker outfits, light machine guns, the UK-59L assault rifle, the M16A2 carbine. So it's good to have a carbine. The explosive charges, anti-personnel mines, and civilian clothes. Vehicle, LAV-25 LAV, so that's like a BMP sort of thing. The BRDM-2, these are big vehicles. They are APCs, essentially, troop transport with firing up either heavy LMGs on top or automatic grenade launchers. Then we've got the Skoda, obviously, just a beast of a car. Flatbed truck, helicopter weapon system as well. Simple building destructions, building and simple and advanced system of building destruction. So lobbing, like with the helicopters coming for an attack, you can actually put a building down, which is going to be a little bit more like Battlefield 3 sort of building destruction. That's pretty sick. Explosive charges, dynamically generated scenario update. Light artillery, got 2 mortar guns operable by both players and AI. Mortar ammunition, deployable, assembled in 3 parts. So you can actually take these mortar guns around like you used to be able to on Arma 3. You had a backpack, you could put it on, then you could go set it up with a bipod, the stand and the top bit. So sharing your saved scenarios with others, that's pretty good. AI conducting the supply runs, you got free build in there, you got all sorts here, boys, and that is the end of the update. So we've got ground support, air assault, and Final Strike, and this is the roadmap, and these are all coming, and we're on the road to 1.0 as well, and they've got lots of stuff planned in there, and now the servers are starting to look a bit more stable. Lots coming in the Arma roadmap there, so that's a pretty cool update. I did kind of just rush through that and kind of get what information I could out. Again, descriptions down below, guys, so make sure you check that out. Hit me a like and a sub if you can, that'd be awesome. And yeah, new maps, new vehicles, new outfits, suppressors, grips, scopes. This is everything we want to see. Content update, baby. So as well as that, a bunch of fixes and health system enhancements. People are going to be running around in armor and helmets with a suppressed M16A2 carbine rifle. You know, it's going to be a game changer. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.